This video guide will assist you when filling your contribution schedule or CS. The CS form is split into two parts. The top portion of the form covers your details as an employer. Now that's basically everything from employer reference number, employer name, employer trading name, postal address and city. We need this information because some businesses use their employer name as their trading name. You will also have to fill in details pertaining to your employees' contributions. On the contribution type section, you will note that this will always be compulsory. Then you need to state the contribution amount being paid, the total wages, as well as the number of staff being paid for that period. The due date is the last calendar date of the contribution month. The wages month is the month the wages are paid, and the contribution month is the following month. For example, if the wages are paid in May, then the contribution month will be June. With that sorted, let's move on to the bottom part of the form. This part covers details about your employees, which is necessary for FNPF to post funds accordingly to their individual accounts. You'll start with your employee's FNPF ID, which is the new FNPF number, made up of 11 characters, or you can simply enter the legacy ID, which is the old FNPF number made up of 7 digits. Next is your employee's first, middle, and last names. You must ensure this is the same as the names in their birth certificate. If the names differs from FNPF records, we will notify you to make the necessary changes. Then you enter the tax identification number or TIN. Enter the compulsory contribution amount. This is the 8%, which is deducted from the employee's wages, and 10% is the employer's contribution. Next is the employer or member additional contribution. The employer additional is any amount that the employer is willing to contribute apart from the 10%. The employee additional is the amount the employee opts to contribute apart from the mandatory 8%. Enter the total contribution amount, which must not exceed 30% of your employee's gross wages. Fill in the total monthly gross wages. Next is the employment status, which will indicate to FNPF whether the employee is active, meaning that the employee is working, on leave, which means the employee is on any unpaid leave, or terminated, which means the employee has resigned or has been terminated. Enter the employment status date, which will indicate to FNPF when this employment status commenced. The employment status and the employment status date fields only needs to be filled if there are changes, otherwise it will remain blank. Enter the payment frequency. You must indicate here whether they are being paid daily, weekly, fortnightly, bi-monthly, or monthly. It's important to note that most of the details in all the columns in the CS form will remain unchanged unless there are changes to the contribution or wages paid amount and if there are new employees. The calculation of the contribution amount applies to the dollars and cents in the gross wages and not just the dollars as has been the practice. The total contribution amount in the CS header and the CS details must match. Forms that are incomplete or have incorrect information will not be accepted by FNPF. Lastly, you will have to ensure you or your authorized representative sign off on the form. We hope this video will assist you when filling in your CS form. If you have any queries, please contact FNPF.